Hello friend, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Kat. Today I've finally got round to doing a 2 looks 1 palette with the Kaleidos Sci-Fi Green. I have 2 others of the Futurism palettes. I have the VR Neon and the Electro Turquoise, which I've made videos on before. I remember a long while ago I tried to make a video with this, but I couldn't, it wasn't working for me. Not that the palette wasn't working, it was more the colours. I think it was like the height of summer and it didn't quite work, but I'm really feeling these sort of tones at the moment and I wanted to really showcase this palette, especially after talking about it in my video that was basically makeup items that I was excited to pull out for autumn, and this was one of the main things I spoke about. So I want to start featuring all those items on my channel that I was talking about and really get some good use out of them. If you haven't seen it before, this is what the palette looks like. The packaging is absolutely stunning and this is what it looks like on the inside. So it's those really gorgeous grungy olivey greens and this weird yellowy mustardy brown, and then the blackest black eyeshadow I've ever used in my life. So I did this mustard and black halo eye and also a really pretty olivey green look. So if you want to see me create those 2 looks, then just keep on watching. Hello and welcome to look 1 of 2 with the Kaleidos Futurism 1 Sci-Fi Green. Today I just want something smoky and green. I mean, there's not much else you can do with this palette, but I think I want green, much English. I think I want mostly green on my lid with the shimmery green, and then I think I want the mustard and the gold on the lower lash line. That's my kind of vision. The little hanger things that you get on clothes, you can see it already. They keep popping out and it's really... I'll have everything that I already have on my face listed in the description box below. Okay, so on a nice big fluffy brush, I'm first gonna take the shade Smog, which is the lighter of the greens, and I'm just gonna put this all through my crease. I hope it's okay that it's not crazy zoomed in. I just find when I've got it really zoomed in, the camera just focuses on my hand instead of my face. So when I have it further out, everything stays in focus a bit better. Then with a smaller brush, I'm going to go into the shade ET, and I'm just going to darken up the outer corners with this one. Back in with the big fluffy brush. That was an incredibly easy crease. I'll decide later, I think, if I want to go in and deepen it up any further with the black. I probably won't. I'm still quite scared of black eyeshadow. A bit afraid of black eyeshadow. Gonna take a little flat brush and I am gonna go into Glamora, which is the shimmery green. But I'm gonna put some glitter glue on my lid first, just because I do this with all my shimmers. I just prefer the way they look. They pop a lot more. I don't know where to hold my mirror. Does that look good? I've just popped it. I'm not really doing a faux cut crease or anything. I'm just kind of popping it all over the lid. And then into that Glamora shade, which is just so pretty. I don't think you saw that, but I have a print from, I think you pronounce his name Jenny Monterio, and it just won't stay up. Look on my brush is shedding. Isn't that just so beautiful? I'm gonna just kind of blend it a little bit. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that really dark green, just like a tiny smidge, to just blend in that outer edge. And then a little bit more of the lighter green on my big blending brush, and just go back around. Delicious. Okay, let's work on the lower lash line. I'm going to take this blending brush, which is like really thin and kind of pinched, and I'm going to go into Radioactive, which is like the orangey, mustardy kind of shade. And I'm just going to smoke this out all along the lower lash line. That like mustard, this palette is just so gorgeous, and I'm glad I'm finally giving it the, you know, the time and love that it deserves, because I bought these kaleidos palettes like as we were going into spring, so all I wanted to use was the VR Neon, really. I love the electro turquoise as well. I will link my videos I've done with the other palettes in my description box. I did 3 looks on palettes with the other 2, but that was when we were in lockdown, and I had so much more time than I do now. I think right on that outer corner of the lower lash line, to deepen it up, I'm going to use that really dark green, and then that will tie the lid in with the lower lash line. So I'm just going to take a pencil brush and then a little bit of that dark green and just smudge it down here. Oh, my voice went then. Smudge it down in the outer corner. Cool, I think that really works. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Nuclear, which is the gold. I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner and the front of the lower lash line. That is such a pretty gold. I might go over like the very inner corner just with my face highlight, just to brighten it up a little, but I think that's lovely. I think it's really simple but super effective. I am really happy with this. I'm just going to quickly go off camera, do the other eye, and then we will regroup with lips and eyeliner and mascara on as well. 2 seconds. And this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it's so pretty and dramatic and autumnal. I love it. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to film another video, and we're actually going out in a little bit, so I'm very happy that this is what I'm going to look like. Eyeliner, I really wish I had like a mustard or an olive green, but my greens, I pulled them both out. I just threw it on the floor. Yeah, I have 2 green eyeliners, but one of them's a lime, like a really bright neon lime, so that doesn't really go. And the other one's more of like a grassy green. My God, why am I throwing everything? So I just felt like neither of them really worked with the vibe. So instead, I just went for a nude. And this is just my Wet n Wild kohl eyeliner. It's just the nude one. And then for lipstick, I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cool Brown Matte Lipstick. I really like this. I've been really enjoying this. I've been wearing it quite a lot. It's just my perfect brown. I've been looking for this for a while and I'm really glad I finally have something that fits a hole in my collection. So yeah, this is the end of look number 1. Let's move on to look number 2. Morning, welcome to look number 2. First things first, I've got my window open because it's really warm in here, so you're probably going to hear cars, buses, people. I mean, there's a bus right now, I'm sure you can hear that. Today all I'm doing is, once I've filmed this, I am going to Home Bargains because I want to buy some candles. If you didn't know, Home Bargains do this like candle range called Wickford and Co, and they're like $2.99 and they do such nice candles. Like, we had one, I think it's called spiced apple and cinnamon, and I just had it in the cupboard, not burning, obviously it was in the cupboard, and every time you opened the cupboard you could just smell it so strong. It's so gorgeous. They do a gingerbread one, and I'm really hoping that when I go they'll have the gingerbread ones in. I do need to get cleaning products as well. I'm not just going for candles, but candles are a bonus. Where I'm going with that is that I don't want to do anything too crazy today because I don't want to be going to Home Bargains. I mean, let's be real, I'm probably going to do something really dramatic anyway, but I want to do a mustard halo eye. That's what I'm thinking. So use the mustardy one on the end here, the gold, maybe some of the black. Maybe I'm scared of black eyeshadow, but we shall see how this goes. So I'm going to start with like a smaller kind of dense blending packing brush. I don't really know. And I'm going to start putting that mustard like right on the outer corners and the inner corners, and I'm going to build it up, and then I'm going to take a bigger brush to blend it out. It's such an odd colour because it's like yellow but orange but brown. It's so strange. I'm just sticking some of this underneath the lower lash line as well. And then I'm just going to take like a nice big fluffy brush and some more of that shade, and then I'm just going to buff out all of these edges. I'm gonna have cheese on toasty. Cheese on toasty? Cheese toasty after this. I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to use some black to deepen up the inner and outer corners, but I'm going to be so like tight with this, and I'm really not going to use much because this black is incredibly pigmented. Like, I just barely tapped into that eyeshadow pan, and it's so I'm gonna just like really carefully pack it, blend it out, pack it. So I'm probably not going to talk much during this. Let's try. God, it's so scary. I don't know how people use black eyeshadow. Okay, it's not too bad. Just take a little bit more right against the lash line. I just keep bending down. No wonder my back hurts all the time. I think that's as much as I want to do with the black on the lid. I'm just truly not well practiced with black eyeshadow, so it just freaks me out a little bit. Just going to take a little bit of glitter glue and I'm going to pop it all in the centre of my lid. Not necessarily doing this in like a cut creasy fashion or anything, but yeah. And then straight into that gorgeous gold. Sorry, I haven't been saying, the mustard is called radioactive, the black is called dark side, and this gold is called nuclear. Isn't that just like gorgeous? I'm just going to go back in between brushes and just kind of like finesse until it looks the way I want it to look. Okay, now let's work on the lower lash line. I'm going to take the mustard again on this little like dense like flat brush. I'm just going to smoke it out underneath the lower lash line. And then just a tiny bit of black on the very outer corner, just to connect it with that upper lash line. Just like that. And then I'll just blend it with the big. And then I think for my inner corner, I'm going to do the same thing I did in the first look, which is pop the gold in, but then stick a face highlighter over the top. So I'm just going to go in with my Soft highlighter palette from Makeup Revolution and just take this second one in, this goldy one, and just pop that over the top. Just to brighten it up a little bit, so it's still got that nice gold base, but it's just a bit more brightening. I think that's cute. Okay, I'm going to repeat this on the other eye. Mascara, eyeliner, lipstick, all that jazz, you know, and we will come back. And this is the finished look. Honestly, friends, I have had such a fucking hassle trying to finish this. Like, I got mascara, first the black eyeshadow from this eye like went into my waterline, so I had to clean that up. And then I put my mascara wand in my eye and got mascara all underneath. And then when I cleared all that up, and then I did my final mascara layer, all of my bottom lashes just touched down here. So it's been a wild ride. I've put on, to pass the time, I put on more bronzer, more blush. I look a bit like a clown now. Remember when I was like, oh, I'm not going to do anything dramatic because I'm going to take this off, I think, before I go shopping, because I just can't. I can't, like, I think, hopefully, you'll be able to see what my skin looks like right now, but it's a bit crazy. Anyway, for eyeliner, as I said in the first look, I wish I had a mustard yellow because I think that would look so cute. But I just went for, again, a nude. Just because of the black, I wanted to keep my eyes, like, kind of wide and kind of awake and not get trapped by the blackness. So I went for a nude. And then my lips, I used the Zoeva Pure Matte Lips in the shade About Turn. Really cute, like, pumpkin-y orange. I absolutely love this. I mean, it's dried. And I would say it's the exact same colour. When I first put it on, it was like orange, and then it's kind of dried to more of like a brownie orange, but I absolutely love it. I think it's such a pretty colour, and it feels like absolutely nothing on my lips. So that's really nice. Anyway, that's the end of this look. Let's move on to the end of the video. So that's it. Those are my two looks. What do you think? Which was your favourite? I have to say, I think I need to give it to look number 1. I absolutely loved the way that looked, and I wore it out and I felt really pretty. But all in all, I really, really love this eyeshadow palette and I'm excited to use it more. Definitely is the Kaleidos palette that I own that I have given the least attention to, so I'm excited that I'm going to get more use out of it. I don't know why my words just didn't work then. So I've now done a video on each of the Kaleidos palettes I have. I'll have them all linked down in the description box. I love their formula. I love them as a brand. Big fan of them. Nothing they've released recently has really made me want to place an order, so I haven't. But they're definitely a brand that I like to keep my eye on. So that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Eat good, drink good, take care of yourself. Lots of love. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.